It is the end of an era. Paul Rudin, Executive Vice President of Legal and Industry Affairs, has dedicated his career to ASTA members. As head of ASTA's Government and Regulatory Affairs work, he has testified before Congress, fought against airline commission cuts. He won an arbitration case against ARC when it tried to raise annual fees, saving travel agencies $25 million. Paul has decided to officially retire at the end of September, exactly 36 years from his initial hiring as outside counsel to ASTA and 25 years from joining the ASTA staff. We thank Paul for his hard work and dedication to this industry.
I've known Paul for 37 or 38 years, and I know that he is a man of many contrasts. He holds ASTA together by reconciling the interests of the mom and pop agencies on the one hand, the mega agencies on the other hand, and even the OTAs on the third hand. That's three hands. I don't know how he does it. He can be a fierce litigator, as ARC will tell you, and even on the other hand, he can be a Southern gentleman. He's quite modest. In fact, he's the only person I've ever met who never mentioned that he went to Harvard. I know that the agency community will really miss Paul, and we wish him well. We hope that he will continue to consult, and I must say that from my own perspective, I admire and respect Paul Rudin. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Primo, President and CEO of ARC. Paul Rudin, wow, the man is a giant of our industry. Of course, everyone looks like a giant to me because I'm like 5 feet tall. Zane, I don't think you can see me down here. But Paul has lived through some very challenging times with our industry. Folks at the airlines used to say things like, Rudin, yeah, his name is one letter too long. Or, yeah, he's the guy that put the ass into ASTA. Fortunately, times are better now. For us at ARC, the moment of change was in 2008 when we lost in arbitration. Paul took me out to the woodshed and showed me who was boss. But it was a moment of reflection for us. We decided to be a different kind of ARC. And the mark of greatness is an adversary who, when you extend your hand to them and say, I'd like a different kind of relationship, is willing to extend his hand back. And Paul was the first to do that. And as a result, we have a much different relationship with ASTA and with the travel agency community today. So for that and all your years of tremendous advocacy for our industry, Paul, thank you so much and best of luck in your future.
Hi Paul, it's Jennifer Wilson Buttigieg at Valerie Wilson Travel in New York City, and I can't believe you're retiring after 25 years. When I was asked to do this tribute, a few key words came to mind. Obviously, lawyer, loyalty, leader. Then it was friend, colleague, mentor, and master of messaging. But what means most to me was in 2010 when you gave me the Barbara Harrow Award, when you taught me how important it was to speak with one collective voice. I can't believe you're retiring. I hope you enjoy. Sending big hugs from New York.
Congratulations on your retirement, and don't really need to say what you've done for the industry over the last 25 years. You've been, I've heard you called the Rock of Gibraltar, the fountain of knowledge, and many other things. And, few people know how truly powerful you are in Washington and the circles that you run in. And I'm sure most people don't even know that you were once accused of being deep throat during the Watergate scandal. So congratulations, and hope you enjoy your retirement.
Paul, you have been a tremendous asset to both ASTA and the travel agency community. Your dedication and wealth of knowledge is truly amazing. When issues arose, your first thought was, how would this affect the travel agents, and how could they be protected and educated? I thank you for all you have done. You have made a major impact on the industry. You will be missed, and I wish you all the best.
As someone who had the honor of working with Paul for over 20 years, I must say that his firing back is a moment that is bittersweet for me. First of all, we are all delighted that Paul is finally getting to pursue his other passions and really enjoy the fruits of his labor. But as someone who's worked with dozens of executives, I have to say that Paul has stood tall among them, and I will miss him for two reasons. First, few have his rare combination of intelligence, integrity, judgment, and a baritone voice to boot. Second, when Paul leaves, I may well be the attorney who has practiced in this field longer than anyone else still walking the face of the globe. Paul, a virtual toast to you, fair winds and fair sailing.
Hey Paul, it's Sam Podoreski here. Wanted to wish you the best in your retirement. I can attest to the fact that it's not as bad as they say it is. For the industry, I feel very sorry for them. They're losing a lot of wisdom, a person of great character and integrity. Wish you all the best in the future. Take care. Bye.
This evening we pay tribute to Paul Rudin of ASTA. From all of us at the World Travel Agents Association Alliance, the WTAAA, who represent the travel agents throughout the globe, we say thank you so much, Paul, for your contribution to not only the travel agents in the United States of America, but to all of the travel agents across the globe. Your contribution has certainly been outstanding. All the best with your retirement. Thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Have a great night.
I have known Paul for more than 50 years. We met in college where he became chairman of the Yale Banner, which put out the class books, yearbooks, and other publications on campus. Even then, he was a wise, calm, mature presence. He did not have a young bone in his body, a rock. I have never known him to lose his cool or show it. I have been blessed with his friendship, but never once got invited on one of those travel junkets that I read about in my own newspaper. So maybe he is not that good a friend. Bob Woodward, The Washington Post.
Paul Rudin, congratulations. What an amazing career. Through all the changes this industry has experienced, there's been one constant, and that's you. Through all of the trials and tribulations, through our debates we've had, and I am going to miss those, Paul. There is no one else in this industry, no one in ASTA, that has the historical context of our business like you do. You are going to be extremely difficult to replace, and I hope and I pray that you continue to serve ASTA, even though you're retired. Enjoy your Harley, Paul. Have a great retirement, and thank you for everything you've done for ASTA.
I deeply believe that travel is one of the greatest freedoms we have. Travel is transformative for the person and for the public good. We know members will miss Paul's wise counsel, and the ASTA staff will especially miss his unflappable nature and even and fair leadership. We thank Paul for his hard work and dedication to this industry. Paul, thank you and congratulations.